Alrighty, and we are back today for the double-header streaming bit. Unfortunately, the first one got cut short. Our Modern Warfare got cut short because of some issues with the Elgato hardware. And the good news is, obviously, we're back up and running. The bad news is, I still don't know exactly what caused it. So I can't guarantee that it will not happen again. And we'll just hope for the best. Somebody said something to do with an inconsistent power through the USB or something. I don't know. I mean, it seems like the fix is just to turn it off and turn it back on again. But I actually had to exit out of OBS for it to bring it back up. So I don't know if we hit that problem again. We might have another premature stream, but that's not sustainable. So hopefully that's not what we're going to be faced with here. Let me pull up the video. And for chat, just in case chat does materialize, it surprised me the amount of folks that will stop in. A lot of them from the Tessel universe, but also folks just from around the webs and friends that I haven't actually talked to in a long time. So lots of happy surprises. All right, but for now, as you see, it shows we're 33% complete, and that was from one day of playing, one afternoon. So, but I know from the last time going through that I got stymied by one of these locations. I think it was this one. But yeah, I had difficulties with them, is my point. Let's go with Lost Ruins. These ruins location is classified. What they found here must be extremely secret. Dark Chaser was sent there to secure it. Dark Chaser sounds like a tryhard. I'm Dark Chaser. I chase in darkness. I'm very dark. Yeah, I don't know. Lost Ruins, here we go. All right, so we've got that, but I think, yeah. So we now have, we acquired this one, the Storm Shot, last time. And I think nope, that's it. We'll see what it does. I mean, obviously it takes up our MP meter there, but just get, and that's our, if we do this and then attack, it does a jumping attack. And of course we have our, creepy. Dead and creepy. Oh crap. Oh no! Did not know they could do that. Alright, let's try our magic. Okay. Like this. Okay! Learning the hard way today. Now, I'm hearing the little sound, so I think that, oh piss. Wait, they come back? What kind of physics is that? They crumble, they should be gone for good. Why are they coming back? This makes no sense. Suddenly, the realism that this game was founded upon is crumbling just as quickly as those things are. Right, these are akin to the Mega Man disappearing blocks. The only difference is with Mega Man, I think I'm going the wrong way here. They don't drop you into an abyss when you screw up. They just drop you back. And it's kind of like a, oh dear goodness. Oh dear goodness. All right, we're gonna go left this time because I think left is the right way. Okay, no, there's a power up there, which honestly we could use. So I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, I'm not using the right button. There we go. That's it. That's the stuff, old boy. Whoa, hey. Oh, yeah. Meant to do it. Oh, it's an extra life. Oh, that's pretty dope. Body bag. Hello. Justice for Moonrider. Isn't that right? Body bag. Hey, I saw your bills squish the fish. Is that the right phrase? I think they squished the fish. So that's congratulations. It was a decided squishing, too. Was it 31-10 or something like that? So good stuff for Buffalo. Perhaps you won't need to be angry Buffalo sports fan for much longer. Perhaps. Oh, piss. Oh, piss. Perhaps you will be enthralled and thrilled I mean, that's kind of a heck of a name change to me. Okay. I actually don't know that it punishes us for this. I don't think we lose any life for the falls into the oblivion. I think. All right, there we go. It's got to do the hyper jump there. Oh, get off of me. No piss. Yes. Yes. All right. You can't stop me. You can't stop me, son. Okay, you might be able to stop me. You look pretty gross. Oh, but no, you can't because I'm awesome. Ooh, okay, you got some range on that ugly head neck of yours. We squished the fish, and we canned and shipped them to local food stores. Well, now that's just mean trash talking right there. All right, we'll try this. Okay, not the results I was looking for. This doesn't seem to be very effective at all. Nah, we're going to switch out of that. It may be good at some other point, but I think this is actually what we're going to want to use. Those are spikes. But yes, it was a thorough beating. It wasn't just like, 10 to 7 or 14 to 7. You guys shellacked them pretty well. So I guess that rivalry is DOA for the moment. Oh, we gotta do this again. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this and... Oh, I was hoping that would maintain my... Oh no! I wasn't paying attention to my health. I kind of thought I would live forever. I'm gonna live forever. All right. And by the way, you can let me know if, because last time you all didn't tell me, but you and Michael did not tell me there was no game audio whatsoever. It was horrible. So, but now I know. Well, it should be. The game audio should be going. Man, these guys got some reach. They are really screwing me over pretty good here. Wow. We don't really have an answer for that. Like, we can't jump on their heads because they jump up. We don't have projectiles. Like, there's no way for us to... Other than that. We have our charge. But I mean, they don't have a cooldown either on their attack. It's just they come at you. All right, so that's really seems to be it. You just have to be able to run at them. Wow, we are just getting wrecked by these. I gotta believe there's a power up we're missing. Where's the Mega Moonrider super fan Edmorn? I know, right? Yeah, I mean he was there at the outset, but wait, there was no audio last week? Yeah, no, there wasn't. I mean, there was my audio. You could hear me, but there was no game audio. I don't know how that wouldn't... I mean, well, I know a lot of folks don't necessarily like listen to audio like Tesla. I know a lot of folks don't listen to game audio, but... Okay, we found the cheat. They're all... No, come over here. Get closer. Come closer, you little jackass. He's just going to do this forever. You know what? Maybe this is the time. No, we already tried this, and it doesn't do actively squat. What does this do? I guess that was serviceable. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, come on now. Oh, oh, he was kind of looked like he was bouncing to our beat a little bit. Okay. We are very dead. Really? It just dropped me off. Like I was trying to go onto it, and then it went backwards, and it was like, nope, you're gonna stay on there. There we go. There we go. There's some basic. I don't. How do you just? I don't. See, it can't beat me in a fair fight, so it's got to pull out all these nasty tricks. You see, it's got to, yeah, it's doing a lot of nasty tricks. Sorry, I'm still getting used to where I'm. Okay, and there we go. There we go. I got you now. Y'all can't touch me. Call me MC Moonrider, because you can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, flawless, untouchable, untamable. Okay. I hear you. I hear you, you sick jackass. Let's see. What do I want to do? I might just be able to drop down. There we go. Discretion is a better part of valor. It didn't really work. What? Get off of me! Seriously! Oh no! You were like, oh, I'm gonna have such an awesome life, kicking the crap out of Moonrider, and then I was like, no sir. Oh, new thing. Pointy. You're ugly and you've got a big pointy thing on your butt. That's fantastic. And I think I can kill you. So... Whoa. Okay, I can kill you. That's not too bad. What the? Oh, I gotta use the wall. Use the wall, Luke. Oh no! 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 Oh, it's so good. My reflexes are faster than my mouth. Like every time I say no, my reflexes are like, I got this. I got this. You're old, but you're not that old. I think we got did that. Okie dokie. It's a submarine. Well, that's cool. It does. All right, so we're going to use this just because so far it has not been good for anything. Okay, that. Oh, can I really do this? Okay, then. Nice. Oh no. The most dangerous weapon of all, I saved for last. Oh, come on, is that all you got? I mean, not that I'm complaining, but... Okay, now I'm complaining. Why? Why? No. I'm out of the juice. Alright, obviously I have to hit the little brain thingy, but... Alright, so the first thing to do is figure out... Yes, yes. No. And I'm on my last life too. Oh. No, don't shoot at me. Shoot the. Exactly, body bag. It's well. Okay, so okay, that's not entirely true. But like Mega Man X, the only way to really beat. Oops. The only way to beat the, what's-his-face, to damage Sigma in his final form is to use the blaster that really you don't... I mean, you can use it, but it doesn't... It's not like anything like super special. I don't know. I am thinking Mega Man-ish, where it's like every weapon should have a purpose. And so far, that one weapon didn't really seem to have much going for it. Okay, that was a bad call. What you got? Huh. Bam. Bam. You're dead. You're dead, head. So, I've got an arcade stick coming in. Because Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I mean, it's technically out now, but it's going to be physical media. We talked about this last time. It's going to be coming out in November. And I want to try to replicate the arcade experience. Oh, you know what I can try here? There we go. Hey, it worked. All right. Good little something. Oh no, I flew too close to the sun that wasn't there. Still flying too close. Probably should be a little more, use a little more discretion there. But I'm wondering if, because I want to try to get good fighting in fighting games. Like that's one of my little goals. I always sucked at fighting games. So I want to actually get kind of good. And yeah. But I was like wondering, I wonder what it'd be like to try to play a game like this on using like an arcade stick type thing. So next Thursday, I'm going to give it a shot. I think it may be absolute crap, but I'm going to try it. The stick is the only way to play fighting games. Exactly, Bodybag. So Bodybag, do you play, or you just know that, like from experience or from what friends have told you, that's the thing? Because that's how I feel. Partially because I suck at it right now, but it's because of the imprecise controller inputs. Like I don't feel like I'm okay. Hang on. Okay, that's it. I forgot the lessons that I learned. And now they're in a bad position. I'm in a bad position. But yeah, like so I just feel like it's not so much. I mean, part of it is skill. I mean, you got to get good at it. But I think arcade sticks provide a more accurate. The moves are going to be a little more definitive, and so I think I'm going to be able to be better. Not awesome, but I can be better with something like that. And it's just a different way to experience a game. I mean, there's a learning curve, obviously, because you're not used to those particular controls, but it should be fun. Fighting games and hockey games suck on controller. It makes my thumbs burn out in 10 minutes. That is true too. That is true. The button mashing on D-pads in particular are really rough. I know he got me last time, so I'm going to try this and this. Oh, yeah. Oh, go, 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 go. Sounds like he's honking. No, die. Die. When I say die, you say okay. Okay? I mean, die. I mean, okay, go. Yeah, come on. Nasty little bastards. Okay, this is just getting really old. What is that? Yeah, I mean, I figure like fighting games got their start really in arcades. I mean, Street Fighter 2 got its start in the arcade. So I figure that's the way God intended it to be played. And when we play on a controller, we put ourselves at a great disadvantage. And a lot of people aren't. Like you watch, anybody who's really streaming. I mean, there are some people I've seen in tournaments that actually use a controller. They're extra gifted, I guess. But almost everybody I see uses the joystick. So I just automatically assume they have the advantage. Unless I win, in which case maybe they don't. But if I lose, it means they have an advantage. Jump, fool, jump. No. 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 Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. Alright. Alright, now we're back to this, and we have crap for health, so... Okay, so we can't really touch anything back there. We have to hit and move. Shuck and jive, as they say. I resent the fact they should have put the home and the whatever button, I think take a picture button, they should have switched those around on the Switch, ironically enough, because that is the natural start position is where the home button is. I refuse to adapt. They need to redesign their controller. Hence why I'm getting an arcade stick. Oh right, I want to change this. Because those didn't do much, so I think I'm going to use them. Oh no, you know what? Maybe this will help later on. Jump, fool, jump. Alright, good, good. Alright, good. Nope, 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 nope. Good, good. Okay, okay, not too bad, not too bad. Now if we go up like this, jump. Okay, that does do damage. Good, at a distance. And now we're out of it. I needed you, Juice. I needed you. I can't get there without you. The patterns aren't that hard. That's what I feel really bad because this is not that difficult. Like I can see how to move forward in it. I just have to be a little more disciplined. And I'm not. True story. Sometimes my only solace is some sugar-free carbonated water. Actually, you know what? I think is going to be more valuable than that even is this. For reasons. Jump. Okay. I'm not really hitting him. Oh, but it is hitting me. Oh gosh. What is going on? That's not good. Alright, so we do this. Nope, nope, that's not what I would do either. Alright, so I can't. Alright, that's not a good strategy. But I need to stay close. This isn't even the big bad. This is just like a mid boss. And we're on our last life here. Good times. All right, I'm gonna try the other. One of my little special things should be able to use. Okay, so I thought I was jumping in time to avoid that. Okay. Alright, so attacking it from the front is not the way to get this done. Alright, so that. Speaking of arcade games, I love air hockey. Oh yeah, air hockey. Oh, I mean that is a classic pastime. I'm not very good at it. Oh, come on, we're dead. I'm not really sure. I guess we're supposed to just keep our distance and use this thing. Maybe I had it right. Maybe I was doing it. Maybe the real butt kicking was the butt kicking we got all along. Fine. But yeah, air hockey is really cool. Just the mechanics of it, just the way it glides. I have gotten busted in the hand though, and the face. You hit that just the wrong way, and the thing pops up. Yeah, I'm probably the only person that could actually get injured in air hockey, but it is fun. The only times I've been able to play it, like Dave and Buster's, they've got them, but like they're really hard. Like they're not too many people have it. People have pools. Well, I can't say I know a lot of people with pool tables, but more people I know have pool tables than air hockey tables. So it's like it's much harder to play. I just want to kill you, but instead I just accelerated my attack. There we go. Need that one up. As many chances I can get. clearly even 4 isn't enough. Oh, I took a leap of faith and it bit me in the butt. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Faith is not possible. Problem is, hey, you got in the way of my attack there, little rematerializing platform. Never have I despised an inanimate object so much as I despise. Nah. Oh. And you did. Whoa! No! Ah, there we go. No, more. That sucks to be you, doesn't it? You're ugly and you're dead. I had a friend that would hustle grown men at the pool hall when he was like 15. I'm terrible at pool. You and me both. I've done some impressive garbage shots in my day, but nothing that I would have called, which apparently means I'm not a great player. But and there have been a few. There have been a very few amount of times in my life where I've actually called my shot and done it. But yes, on the whole, I would consider myself terrible at pool as well. Oh gosh. I knew it. And honestly, I can't say I love it all that. Really? That? Okay. Oh, come on. Get off of me. Get off of me. No, no. I am so glad. I got to appreciate this. Got to give it to the devs on this game. The fact that you do not die when you fall down the cliff is huge. Like, it takes a lot of the stress and a lot of the frustration. Even though those things are a little frustrating, they're not anywhere close to Ninja Gaiden, where you touch them and they knock you off the platform, and you only had 3 lives to begin with, and now you're starting the game all over from level 1. I'm very glad it's not that. Like, the fact that we can get back to where we keep dying at this point is pretty good. Poker and pool, both fun, but I'm terrible at both. You know, and Body Bag, I swore, I still have a very hard time wrapping my brain around the fact that somebody can be good in poker. I'm like, how? I mean, I know it's about playing people. Like, I understand that, and there's a reason why the same people can win at poker on the regular. It just blows my mind. It's like, it's completely random. You get the cards, like, it's you're not even like Tesla. You're actually, I mean, you're making decisions and everything. Poker, it's like, okay, you got the card. You either pretend you got something better than you got, or, I mean, I don't want to make it sound too simplistic, just because but it's like, it's so. The lack of interaction is just, I don't know. I know my friends fancy themselves very good, and they actually are very good at poker. But his then fiance, now wife, like, completely mopped the floor with him. She just got a bunch of good hands, and she just played the hands she had, and ended up beating all of them because they just kept thinking she was bluffing, and she wasn't bluffing. So it's like, you can only play the cards you're dealt, and if you're playing against somebody who got better cards than you, you're gonna lose. If they I don't know. Anyway, I'm not. There's a lot of skill involved. It's not what you would think would be in a card. Okay, so this is where the problem with my strategy fails, because I don't have the stuff that I need to. It's not refueling. It's not recharging either. Why is it not? Okay, I thought I had that thing equipped, but I don't. As you can see, it's not recharging. So I'm gonna have to probably fix that, because that is a huge problem. Some people are just good with numbers and patterns. Yeah, exactly. It's which, I mean, that kind of surprised me, buddy, because you're good at Tessel, and I mean, I gotta imagine there's similar. I mean, it's a very different game in many respects, but they both involve cards. But yeah, I guess it's not so much patterns, and yeah, okay, it's very different. So never mind. I guess I'm not surprised. So we're getting better. You know what? I don't. I mean, I need to make every one of those count. Because I don't get them back. That's not how you make them count. So I gotta complete. Once I can't do that anymore, then I have to figure out another strategy. Can I actually attack this thing? I can't attack that. So... Hey! Yeah! Who's it? So they may be good at poker, but I'm good at playing video games that make me zero money. Clearly, I have chosen wisely. Isn't it bizarre? You know, it makes me think. I've thought sometimes, like, if you went far enough back into history, and I'm just going to take a broad example, but like somebody who's like insanely talented at, like, say, basketball, reason and some degree of fairness in life would lead you to believe that if somebody is a stellar athlete, they're probably not like amazing at something else. Like that's what they're really awesome at. But what do you do if you were born in 1620 and you were like you're an amazing baseball player? Like, or you would have been an amazing baseball, like you would have been an all-star baseball player in 2024, but you were born in 1600, so you've got an amazing ability to play baseball, but it doesn't exist, and there really isn't an equivalent aside from maybe. Hey, oh gosh, they're getting uglier. They're getting uglier and more resilient, and they fall apart more nastily. Yikes! Oh, what is this? What? Why is everything so ugly and nasty? Why can't we have good-looking bad guys? I don't trust this. My instincts always say go right. Alright. My new instincts say go left. And now I need to go right, I'm guessing. No! Okay. Fine. Oh, is this going to be one of those things where, like, you're going to have to, like... So in theory... You can't touch me, guys. You can't touch me. Okay, you can touch me. I'll let you touch me, you big freaky spiky tail thing. Alright, so I got to hit the switch. Gotta hit the switch. If it was 1600, I would be working in a manure field for some stale bread. Exactly. You and me both! I don't know what skills I have that would translate to anything that was good back then. But it's the same thing with poker or anything else where what people are good at has nothing, is not in any way directly tied to survival or to like a like if you're, I guess in a way, like if you because my uncle has he didn't call it a theory, I just think it's a theory where he's like, if you're an athlete, you can technically play pretty much any sport. You're going to be better at some than others. Some are going to come more naturally. But depending on the level of the athlete that you are, it's pretty much your choice what sport you want to play. If you are an athlete, it gives you the ability to pretty much pick up any sport and be good at it. And the better athlete you are, obviously the more sports you can do. And we saw it in people like Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, who else? Guys that were able to. A lot of guys, whether it's basketball or football, or baseball, you find out, they were all, he's a starting pitcher and the quarterback, or he was a running back, and then a lot of them are athletes in many different facets. And so I guess the idea would be that anything that involved acrobatics or athletics in 1600, whether that's in fighting or whether it's as a gesture or something, there would be something in theory that you could use your athleticism for. But I don't think back then they were really looking for, like, they didn't have, it wasn't a career thing. It was, here's different ways to survive. Like, hey, manure harvesting, that's one thing. And it doesn't matter if you're good at, if you're an athlete, if you weren't, born into a knight, whatever thing, you just were a manure person. You know what these things remind me of? I don't remember their names now, but in Transformers the movie, I'm talking like the old cartoon. He just waiting. Come on, Chef. There you go. Come at me. Yeah. Not the Quintessons were the guys with the head, like the rotating heads. Oh gosh, what were they called? I don't even know that we had a name for them, but they were. If you see the Transformers movie, you're nodding. You're like, yeah, absolutely. But they were just like these giant fish things that ate robots. And they were used as executioners. Oh, Sharkticons! That's what they were called. Sharkticons. Because he was like, Sharkticons! Kill them! And he's like, me Grimlock say, execute them! And they're all like, I don't want to attack Grimlock. So then they attack the guy. The Quintessons, and they kill him. Presumably. It happens off screen. Which is crazy because there's so much mayhem that happens on screen. Optimus Prime getting, pretty much every G1 Transformer gets wrecked in that movie. So they can sell more toys. Yeah, let's destroy, a whole generation of kids, like father figure, to make a buck. And the toy line was never the same after that. You can't come back. You can't kill Optimus and be like, oh yeah, let's just keep doing Transformers. No, I'm lost. Okay, well, if there's bad guys, it means we're going in the right direction. That's the way life is. As they say, you're over target when the opposition kicks up. So, words to live by. Did I just screw myself? Like, in a bad way? I'm not a big fan of mazes. Not a big fan of mazes. I like give me my action, give me my do the oh no. Take my anger out on you, inanimate post. Alright, so clearly yeah, I did all this. There's got to be something up here, right? Like a little something, like a little extra man or something. Whatever. It's going to suck. I've got 4 lives. And, you know what? Let's do this. Just to take the risk out of things. And I'm going all this way. I'm going to get to the big bad for this level. And of course I'm going to get wrecked because I haven't experienced all his or her moves yet. And I'm going to have to go through all of this all over again. But I am going to turn my regen MP thing back on. I don't know why. I mean, you can see it's right up there. It should be right there, and it's not there. I don't know why the game would deactivate that because it was set up when I did it last time. That's life. Yep. I'm not a fan of mazes or puzzles, which is weird because I love RE2 and 3 and on PS1. Yeah, that is a little weird. I've got a little more consistency. I was not, well, I never actually, I didn't play them when they came out, and since then, I haven't done a lot of it. I was a fan of, I think it's RE5? Is that the one where you can co-op with somebody? And I think you're in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that was a little more action oriented. There wasn't a whole lot you had to figure out. You had to figure out some of the bosses, but you didn't really have to figure out a whole heck of a lot. Die, please, you ugly thing. But yeah, I have played the other games with a friend of mine, and I was kind of like, hey, can you just kind of tell me what we need to do right now? But maybe, but you also had the ambiance, right? You were in RE5 or the Resident Evil games, it's not just puzzle solving. You're puzzle solving, and there's this the horror element to it. You're scared for your life. There's a whole lot of other things wrapped up in it. So it's not just, oh, I'm puzzle solving. Oh my. Okay. All right. So this looks like another gal. You should be ashamed of your behavior. You were created to defend our way of living. What does this defiance of the natural laws achieve? Who created the laws? Why should anyone follow them? That's our tradition. That makes the natural order. If you don't follow it, you are unnatural. A freak. Wow, that escalated. That escalated quickly. That got really... What did he say? That? He's like, well, that got bad. That escalated really quick. Something, anyway. And he's actually drinking a beer, so... I thought she was going to wax poetic or something. Tradition is just something we got used to do. Okay, I'm glad I gave him a Sylvester Stallone voice right now because... Or ish voice. Because he's not saying anything very clever here. Tradition is just something we got used to do. It doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Adrian, why are we doing this? You are too damaged to understand. Damn, she's calling me damaged. That's triggering. That's offensive. How dare you call me damaged? And why are her eyes glowing with this light of malevolence while mine look like they're closed? Like when we get to the continue screen, like our heads turn and we do a little Terminator thing where our eyes light up. Our eyes should be lit up like hers. But it looks like we're doing this. You are too damaged. Those who do not conform will be eliminated. Okay, well, I agree with that part. They're getting a little more long-winded. Oh, dear. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh my goodness gracious. This is some creepy stuff right here. Take Storm Shaw, piss. Take that. No. Am I damage you? I can't damage you right now. I can't damage you like this. Am I trying to hit your cube thing? I am trying to hit your cube. Okay, I'm hitting your cube. I think. No, I'm not hitting you. No, I'm not doing any damage to you at all right now. Oh, this is not kosher. Okay, and that doesn't do anything. So the only thing, but it doesn't recharge, so... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's those tentacle things. Maybe I have to hit those. Oh, no. Okay. That didn't do anything. There it is. Okay. Okay. I pissed her off. She turns red and just kills me. Screw you! Ho! Speaking of zombies, what's your opinion of Walking Dead? I have not seen it, Body Bag. I've actually haven't seen 2 minutes of it. So, in fairness, the zombie genre isn't necessarily my jam. Like I played RE5 because it was like the only co-op me and my friend could do, and he was a big fan, so he just kind of got me into it, and I was willing to go along. But as a genre, the zombie thing isn't my milieu. So when Walking Dead came out, it just didn't intrigue me. So I don't know. My understanding is that it actually was. Oh crap! Hang on. My understanding is that it was very good, at least in the outset, and then it kind of did a Game of Thrones type thing where it got not quite so good. Or maybe I'm getting that confused with not the Island. What was it called? The J.J. Abrams mystery box debacle. Your hentai-ness can't kill me, lady. Oh no, but you're flying kick can. Come on, I'm so close. Palms are sweaty. No, I got punched in the face by a big, sinewy, goofy arm thing. So close. I mean, she's not all that hard, really. Only saw 2 episodes. I think it's overrated. Yeah, well, yeah. So I mean, so you mentioned, Body Bag, you like the zombies. I mean, like you like RE and everything like that. So, are you saying just in general you weren't a fan, or as a zombie property as a zombie thing, you felt it was overrated? Or was it like you didn't think the storytelling in general was on par? Because that's my problem. That's why I would never like offer my opinion about it, because I don't know what makes a good zombie movie. I mean, there's some fundamental storytelling things, but then there's some things where it's like people who love jump scares, they have this whole, I have a friend who had this whole thing on like how he qualified whether or not a jump scare was good or not. And whereas, I mean, that's not my thing. I don't like to be scared necessarily in a movie, or I mean, I don't mind. I just don't like the horror part of it. So like if you like zombie stuff, like does it satisfy? Does it just not satisfy the zombie aspect? I know what was it, the World War Z or something? There was some zombie movie where it actually did scare me, and I was actually impressed with it because the zombies move quick. I'm not scared by the. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Okay, crouch, I guess, is the answer there. Oh no! Oh no! Who is untouchable? Who is the greatest player who has ever played the game? Who is Guardian Incarnate? Why, it's me! It's me! It was both. It was a soap opera. E for excellent! Yes! I'm so glad we don't suck at this and we keep getting A's. Oh, we got the tentacle now. Well, that's naughty. Okay. Cool. Unexpected. I did not think we were gonna oh. My purpose of creation was evil. Oh, okay. Pursuing justice. Therefore, am I evil? I think my own actions define my purpose better than the science lab that made me. But even if I'm free of my fate, the same cannot be said for the people. Can I be a guardian for the people instead of the people? For the people instead of the people? I will only be truly free when all humans are equally free. So that's what I will do. Or die trying. I love the fact that I do not give him a definitive voice. I change it every so often. All right, well, desalination factory? Desalination factory? Is that a thing? Facility, sorry. Desalination facility. Sure. So soap opera. Okay, so then it would have failed on every level. So what do you think the appeal is then? Is it the soap? I mean, cause let's face it. As much as soap operas get flack and we talk about, you know, and people joke about it and everything. Oh, my stories. There are a lot of people. I think there's a lot. Like I even realized. So I didn't watch all of it, but the first 3 seasons of Arrow, I liked. And then I realized, I think it was about halfway through season 2, I was like, this is a freaking soap opera. Kind of exactly what you said. I'm like, this is just, okay, which episode are these all these characters, these 2 characters get along. This episode, they're not going to get along because this one does something this one doesn't like. And then next episode, these 2 are going to get along, like they're going to reconcile, but then they're going to be angry at this person. And it was like this big emotional ball of whatever. And I was like, So I made it, I feel like it was decent enough, solid enough for like 3 seasons. I can't remember. There was kind of like something that made that feel like an end for me, and I just lost interest. But I realized, I was like, yeah, the CW, that it's soap opera. It's young kid superhero soap opera, and it started to wear thin for me pretty quick. So I get it. I must neutralize him without damaging the installations. Screw that noise. I'm damaging everything. I am. See, why is... Okay, so that's... Wait, so this was active? There we go. And what's... Reborn. Shouldn't be able to tell me what it is. I remember what it is. Oh, wait. Armor. Oh, that's the... That's the... you suck so bad, you died so many times, we're going to give you this so that you can... Let's see. Do I hit this? Okay, well, whatever. We got what we wanted. Desalination facility. Yoicks. But yeah, then I wouldn't have liked it either. Even if I liked the zombie genre, I would not have liked. I can handle it in small doses, soap opera type thing. But after a while, it just gets repetitive because it's you don't really feel like it starts to feel like the characters are not meant to progress, are not meant to grow. They grow when it's convenient, and then they they regress and kind of forget everything that they learned and their growth as a person when the story needs them to. So it's kind of like it gives you the illusion of growth, it gives you the illusion of forward progress, but then it ends up being no more Sharkticons. And let's face it, sharks are freaky enough. Sharkticons, metal sharks. Do not need more of those. No, thank you. All right, so we are. This water is probably not very clean. We are jumping through sewage here, folks. I'll be honest, man. Too, like we might talk about this on Friday tomorrow, but I watched Dune 2. You know, at everybody's recommendation, and to be fair, most people said Dune 1 was far better than Dune 2. But I don't think I got it, because my understanding, like Frank Herbert or Hebert, whatever his name is, however you say it, the author, apparently Paul is not supposed to be a good guy. Like, we're not supposed to root for Paul. Paul's supposed to be like, no bueno. But yet I didn't really see decisions that he made that made him bad. It was kind of like, this is like you're kind of screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. Oh, you know what? We need to be using this right now. There we go. That's using the old brain noodle thing. And what's her name? The Zaylan or whatever. She always. And here's the funny thing. I was like, I've just realized I haven't seen a ton of movies with her in it, but I've just realized, like, every movie that she's in, I don't like her character. I don't know jack about her as a person. She never plays a likable character. And sure enough, she actually did an interview where she said, I like playing unlikable characters and trying to make people sympathetic to them. And I'm like, no, they're like, an a-hole, you're not supposed to sympathize with an a-hole. You're not supposed to sympathize with a jerk. If the character is a jerk, then you're supposed to think of them as a jerk. You don't go, oh, I'm so sorry that they're a jerk, because, well, they're a jerk just because they life sucks for them, so it's okay that they're a jerk, and I feel sorry for them. It's like, no, you play a jerk, people are going to dislike the jerk because people don't like jerks. But she actually likes playing those kind of characters, and it's like, all right, well, at least it's not just me. It's not me going, I don't like your characters, and there's just something that rubs me the wrong way. It's like, no, you purposely... Dag nabbit. You purposely play characters that are unlikable, somehow with the thought that you're going to make them likable. And I'm like, that's not how that works. Like, they're unlikable because nobody likes them, not because people should like them. I only made it halfway through Dune 1. Good for you, man. Good for you. Seriously, like, I wish I'd had that. I mean, I would have given it a try anyway, just because, you know, like, the same thing with Fury Road. I didn't like Fury Road either, but I was willing to give it a shot just because of, like, oh gosh, what was it? Just because, I mean, and I think we're probably the same in that regard. The cinematography, that's what I heard when I'd read, because I was like, okay, am I taking crazy pills, or is this just crappy? And a lot of people, they start off going, the cinematography, the music, the this, the that. And I'm like, okay, all that's great, but if your story and your characters aren't great, then, and I know I would piss a lot of people off by saying, but like, it does deviate from the book in certain ways. And then as I read what Hebert was trying to say or whatever, and here's another problem too. It's okay for a book to have kind of a theme-ish, or to have, like, I personally think the best stories are, hey, here's a story I want to tell. Here is a character who I want to explore. It's a creative thing. It's not I want to tell a story that warns against fascism, or I want to tell a story that warns against war. Like, tell the story, and in theory, if those elements are present in it, the way your characters react and respond to it organically should get your point across. Like, I mean, that's why reality TV, for as flawed as it was, why people were drawn to it, because and now granted, a lot of it was scripted, but the idea of reality TV, the idea that you're just a fly on the wall watching real human behavior, that's an intriguing premise. And I think reality TV took a nosedive once people really realized it was completely fake. I mean, it's it's like wrestling. Like, it's really happening, but, well, no, wrestling, I shouldn't say that. Wrestling those are high-level athletes doing very dangerous things in reality. It's just all the drama is staged per se. But and choreographed, I guess is the right word. But so I think you would have a compelling story just watching human beings interact and learning from that, and you're going to get lessons from it. There are going to be themes that you get by watching this, and in theory, all you're doing in a story is compressing all you're kind of getting rid of the dull moments, the humdrum, going to the bathroom and the basic days where nothing really happens, and you're filling them with, you're condensing a year or 2 years, 10 years worth of action and happenings into a 2-hour window, which makes it, in theory, it makes it interesting, keeps the stuff going. But like Hebert, the fact that he said like, I wanted to talk about themes of religion and zealousness and not trusting leaders and or not trusting not trusting charismatic leaders. I mean, I'm like, okay, those are all good things, that's fine, but I wouldn't base a story around it. I wouldn't be like, oh, let me tell a story and make sure that those things are what come across versus the character. And so I think, and people had said, oh, what's her name's character in there, she's not very fleshed out in the book. I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it's not her story, that what he's trying to tell doesn't involve her per se. Like, her role is what it is. This idea that every character needs to be fleshed out and have something. It's like, well, maybe that's not what he was going for. But then I read about what he is going for. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. It's just not for me, I think, is the idea. Like, I like Star Wars. I like my heroes to be heroes. I don't like to have to follow around the main guy and him be a bad guy. Like, or have the writer see him as a bad guy and be like, well, he's doing bad things. I'm like, well, then give him a choice. Let me see his fall from being a good guy to a bad guy, not just going, okay, I got all these people that are trying to tell me how to live my life, and I'm trying to figure out the best way forward. And this is the only, like he says in the movie, this is the only way. He said there are all these paths. He's going like this, like that. He's like, all these paths lead to death, but there's one path that kind of weaves its way through. So I'm like, he's trying to find the best way forward. What more can you ask from the guy? I was like, no, he's a bad guy. I'm like, okay, fine. Then I don't like him. I don't care about his journey. If he's just a bad dude, then what do I care? And then and now I've got a character who the actress even says, not very, I mean, she has three looks the entire movie. Smile, which is nice. Scowl, and then scowl with neck muscles getting tightened. So it's like that's it. That was her range. That was her character's range. I'm not saying that's all the actress can do, but that's all the character did. She was either scowling because she wasn't happy with him, she was smiling because she was in love with him, or she was scowling and then her neck was tightening because scowling sometimes just isn't enough. I bet Honey Badger like Walking Dead. I'm gonna ask him tomorrow. If there is a hot take or a wrong take for anything, you better believe Honey Badger will have it. That is kind of the way, at least from my, and more or less joking, but honestly, it almost seems to be, with few exceptions, he does, and we talked about this briefly because he was actually here for an earlier stream, and he mentioned he watched like an episode of Rings of Power, and I, he explained why he was doing it and everything. I'm like, that's fine. But I'm like, I can't stomach like 5 minutes of that show. So I think he just has a higher tolerance for creative pain, maybe is the best way I could put it. I don't know. But I don't know. I know he likes Dune, but a lot of people like Dune. A lot of people gushed over Dune. And it's fine. I'm glad people liked it. I'm glad people enjoyed it. I could appreciate the cinematography briefly. And here's the ironic thing, or the interesting thing. I remember when I watched it, I was like, this is like modern day Lawrence of Arabia. Just, we're going to take a lot of time because we think these shots of the sand dunes are awesome. We're going to take a lot of time to show this, and it's going to be kind of boring and a little slow and not terribly exciting. And then you find out Frank Hebert's like inspiration in part for like where it took place and what actually happens is from Lawrence of Arabia. I'm like, okay, well, and then the director obviously also must have been inspired by that because he just, it's all about the big shots and the big music, but the fights are pretty tame. There has its moments, but in general they're kind of meh. 70 to 2000, the best of Hollywood. Oh, 1970s to 2000. I would agree. Now I do have to say, because I do appreciate what Lord of the Rings did, and that finished up in 2000. 2006, I think. I think it was no, it was every other year. It was every year, right? After 2000. So maybe it was 2003. But yeah, pretty much, you know, after, well, no, because Matrix came out in 99. And maybe the first Lord of the Rings came out in 99 as well, or 2000. And so you could say that, you know, it got into the wire, because that's when they shot everything. But yeah, I'm inclined to agree. There were a few things that came out. I'd be interested to look what's between 2000, because I would venture to say anything after 2016, 2017 for me personally, most of it's a huge whiff, most of it. So I'd be curious to see how many projects or how many movies I liked, or, you know, in my collection. If I like the movie, typically I buy it. How many movies in my collection are from 2000 to 2020 or 2016? Because I know very few of them are after 2016. I just peeking the brain. I just burned that onto. You know what? I'm gonna do the tentacle one. Die, Abomination. Dang, man, these things are weak sauce. Let's try this one. Okay, that took a lot more than it should have, but in my personal estimation. But I would agree. And I will say, though, I don't have a ton of love for the 70s. I'm not saying I dislike it, just the ones that I've seen. So I like Jaws, Star Wars, obviously. But there's not a lot of movies from the 70s that I remember liking. I think, like, I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of a ton. I mean, I'm sure if you named a few, if I've seen them, you know, I take that back. Old Country for Old Men makes a strong case for post 2000. You liked Old Country, No Country for Old Men, huh? I mean, it wasn't bad. I actually had to do a review on that for a friend who was doing a website at the time. I was impressed by the fact, you know, there's no soundtrack. Well, I mean, unless you call like Foley and you know, the actual sounds, it had those in there, but it didn't have music. And I was like, that says something. When it can convey kind of a terror, it can convey a lot of things without music. A lot of movies rely heavily on music. No Country for Old Men did not use any music, and I think that was to its credit that it was able to achieve what it did with no music. I guess because I'm not a huge horror genre guy. I mean, I know it's not horror in the classic sense, but it just... I'll put it this way. I think to your point, it was a well-done movie. It was well executed. It did what it tried to do. I think it did it very well. It just wasn't my particular cup of tea. But I can see what you're saying, though. If you're saying, like, good movies, well-done movies, you know... But I'm guessing then that I would say that there are probably a few others that maybe wouldn't come to mind initially, where you could say, hey, look, they were good storytelling. Whether you like the story they told or not, they were really well done, good storytelling. Did you ever see Raising Arizona? No. Is Arizona a ship in this case, or a person? Like, we're raising a child, Arizona, or... When did Juno come out? Because you know what? I actually liked Juno. Let me see. I feel like that was post-2000. Movie release. That might have been earlier on. 2007. Okay, so there's another one. I think I liked that one. I thought it was well done. I thought it, it surprisingly enough, considering where it came from, I thought it was. Oh gosh, it told a pretty good story. Obviously, it's hard to think about that now without thinking about Ellen Page in her current state, which is just tragic. But the movie was good. She did a good job in it. I think. Well, overall, J.K. Simmons is a fun dude. I feel like a pen down. Oh no. Okay, here we are. Boss fight. All right, this has to be the jam right here. Yeah. Oh, they follow you around. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so obviously you need to... Oh, this is not as fun as you might think it is, folks. Okay. Oh, this is obnoxious. This is genuinely obnoxious. What are you supposed to... Like, what are you supposed to do? I'm guessing... Yeah, that's what you do. You just die. Nicolas Cage. Interesting. I think it's the same brothers that made No Country. Okay, okay. That might be why. It's not the Coen brothers, is it? Are they the ones? Yeah, I think it is Coen brothers. I mean, they're really the only brothers that... Yep. Joel and Ethan Coen. Raising Arizona. 1987. Oh yeah. Oh wow. A very young Nicolas Cage. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's 80s, so Holly Hunter. Dang. John Goodman. Randall Cobb. Dang. Okay, that looks interesting. All right. I mean, I guess we can use critic scores back then because critics actually weren't just like creatively recharged, we'll say. But yeah. All right, so that didn't seem to do well. Maybe this will do something. Yeah, because the Matrix brothers are now names. Yeah. Robington, hello. Good to see you. Sorry, this is a little off the beaten path, but thanks for joining us. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, oh, Jesse, you big dummy. You big dummy. You just kill him. You shoot him with your thingies. This is okay. This fight just went from nigh impossible and wow, where's the justice in the world to I just busted on critics for having no intelligence, and what have I just done? So yeah, not a big fan of myself right now. I mean, I'm glad I figured it out, but feeling pretty humbled. So now I just stand here and swipe those things until my juice recharges, and then hit you again. Mother brain in a tube. Oh, a crack in the glass. Crack in the glass. That was Ewan McGregor? Oh, that wasn't Ewan Wait. Were you trying to say McGregor, or is there something with Nick Gregor? But honestly, I'll check anything. So, was Bodybag was Nicolas Cage in that movie, or was he pretty Nicolas Cage? Because a lot of these like eccentric celebrities, they didn't start off that way. They got that way because, you know, they got fame and they got fortune, and they just kind of started smelling their farts a lot of times, or they were really young when they started, and they just developed their personality a little bit later on. You know, when you're 20s, your personality is still in its fledgling stages. But I'm just curious if he's the eccentric Nick Cage that we know and love. Oh, peach. I could eat a peach for hours. Or if he's kind of normal guy. I am looking for a good side scroller game. Any suggestions? I mean, this one's not bad, Robington. Now, so you got Ori and the Blind Forest, which I have not played in a long time, but I plan on revisiting pretty soon. That was pretty darn good, from what I remember. It depends what system you have too. Like I said, this one's not bad. If you like Mega Man / beat 'em up kind of thing, but side scrolling. I mean, aside from like the Mario, like Mario is kind of my go-to for that kind of thing. You can't go wrong with a good Mario side scroller. I mean, there really is no bad one. Mario Wonder, honestly, is as visually cool as it is, gameplay wise, and it just really didn't grab me. That's probably the least one, but like Mario Odyssey, I want to play that one myself. I mean, the Mega Man series is always top notch. Mega Man X, X2, X3, X4 even. X5 and 6 kinda got a little wacky for me. I think we're supposed to go down here. Interesting. Oh. Aha! Oh, I just realized that wasn't the end of the stage. Oh no! Oh, I'm too agile. I'm too agile, and I see too very well. Honey Badger, speak of the devil. Honey Badger, Body Bag has a question for you. And we haven't made official bets yet, but we have our suspicions. It was a Star Wars hello there. Oh, right, Bromington. Okay. So, Bromington, you have to understand, if you're going to make prequel references here, don't expect me to honor them. That one I just literally missed out on. But on this channel, we are a prequel-free zone. We don't quote it. We don't acknowledge that it exists. It is a persona non grata, or trilogy non grata, I guess. So if you want to quote the OT, buddy, you go for it. You start quoting the prequels. You may I don't really know. I have nowhere to go with that. Then you're gonna. Chances are I'm not going to know what you're talking about. Is the worst I can say. Ouch. I mean, not all of them. I some of the dialogue is burned forever into my brain, and I know that is a catchphrase. There's a guy. Have you guys seen him? I'm trying to remember his name now. Charlie something. But he does deep fakes for Ewan McGregor, or for Lord of the Rings and for Star Wars. And he's spot on. His Ewan McGregor is amazing. His Hayden Christensen actually isn't bad. And his... who's the other one he does for Star Wars? Oh, Qui-Gon. Whatever that guy's name is. I can't remember. Liam Neeson. He does him really, really well. But he does it, so he'll comment on like the prequels. Like he'll watch the prequels, or these characters will watch the prequels. He'll deep fake them. He does this amazing voice impressions. And he's funny. He's a comedian. He's pretty darn funny. And he does it, and it's very basic stuff. He's not trying to look like these characters. It's just like he puts like on a wig or a hood or something. But he does a really amazing job. And so his running joke with it is, that's his tagline. Like, what was it? The line that you quoted? Oh, hello there. Like he'll say that and the audience will start laughing, or like an invisible audience will start laughing or clapping, and that's his thing. And then Qui-Gon's phrase is "train the boy." So they'll both say those at different times, and people will start applauding or whatever. But let's see. No, he's complete opposite. Okay, so he's not Nicolas Cage in the movie. He's the opposite of himself. That's interesting. Now I almost want to watch it just on GP, just to see Nicolas Cage be normal. I mean, he was pretty normal in, what was that Christmas movie he was in? I actually liked it a lot. Family Guy. The Family Man? Family Man. He was pretty normal in that, but he's still Nicolas Cage. So I'm curious to see that. Honey Badger, do you like Walking Dead? Bromington, and of course I'm joking, Bromington, because I mean, if I said you couldn't talk about the prequels, Honey Badger would have nothing to talk about. So you're more than welcome to. That's why I would have missed it. I'm just not nearly as familiar with that trilogy as I am with like other properties, or other the original trilogy. Like even New Hope, which I haven't watched all that often. That one I still at least know the lines from, but the more... What, they respawned? Uh-huh. Oh, crap. Oh, dear. No, all right! Okay, so, Jonas, Jonas, hello, good to see you. If you want to quote the prequels, you will find yourself among the pineapple pieces. Yes, Jonas, that is a good way to put it. It's interesting. In life, there are just certain things that you associate with different people or different groups of people, right or wrong. And I maybe it's the alliteration of it all, but I equate prequels with pineapple pizza. And people who like prequels, people who like pineapple. I would be very surprised if there's somebody who likes the prequels who does not like pineapple on pizza, and vice versa. I think most people, if you have good taste in food, you have good taste in movies too. I think that's what it comes down to. And so if you like the prequels, yes, of course you're gonna like pineapple on pizza. Why wouldn't you? Your taste is. Can I lower it again? No, that's good. That's good. If you can't lower it again, it means this is not a puzzle section. And I'm getting wrecked either way, but... Oh no, this means I went the wrong way. I didn't need to go this way. Oh, that sucks. Well, I could use the health, I guess. Oh, at Brovington, I know the meme. Yeah, body bag. Me too. I got there. I eventually got there, but... Honey Badger, again, coming in as a surprise. Never seen Walking Dead, but I think it's one of the dumbest plot lines for a show. I mean, we're on good footing. We're on good footing here. No offense to anyone who likes it. I just think it's rather dumb. And yes, Honey Badger, we again surprising us a little bit. We Body Bag and I assumed, with your opinion that is always right, that actually might have been something you enjoyed, because Body Bag didn't enjoy. He tried it, didn't like it. I couldn't even be bothered with it because it's just not my genre. So kind of like you, I didn't even get past the premise or to the premise. I was just like, I don't like zombies. Like somebody like me though, like I like, I'm intrigued by stuff like Terminator. I'm big on like robots, androids, cyborgs, like something like this. Honestly, like Robocop, like those, the man and machine power extreme. If anybody knows that reference, you're old. But I like those. Like that gets me. But it's for whatever reason the zombie angle just doesn't. It never captured my imagination. It's not saying that it's deficient or it's bad or anything. It's just I was like, eh. But apparently, as popular as it was, so far, the only people that I've talked to about it, which would be you and Body Bag, neither one seemed very keen on it. So that's an interesting situation. Wait, Honey with a good take? What's this world coming to? Yeah, you defied our expectations, honey. I think we both were banking on you liking it. Although no, I think I caveated that and said I don't 100% think so, because there have been a few things that we have agreed on. So I wasn't 100%. Oh man. Oh, you know what I got to do? There we go. Ride this thing to the. So I had a feeling. I was high on believing that you're in love with me. Get off me, Sharktacon. Get off me, Sharktacon. Ah, screw you, Sharktacon. Am I just going backwards? Nope, this is new. I think this is new. No, I feel like we talked about Nicolas Cage when I was here. Nope, this is new. Okay, somehow we are not lost completely. I don't want to have to do this again though, folks. This is gonna suck if I die here. I mean, not right here, but if I can't kill the big bad in 3 lives, which I think is asking a lot, honestly, especially with my history, then we're gonna have to go through this whole sogginess all over again. Ah! Take your ugly self away! Oh, suckfest. Alright. Blow up, you. Ha! What? No power up? You expect me to survive like this? Oh, what are we doing here now? Dang. Okay, clap your hands. Oh, let's see. Honey Badger. Okay, hear me out. This is my understanding of the show. The zombie apocalypse happens, and the survivors decide that instead of unifying and fighting the zombies and ridding the world of them, They yeah, that's a sentence fragment there, Honey Badger. Yes, don't forget to add pointless drama and bad CGI. Like I said, I've not seen it, so feel free, anyone, to correct me if I misunderstood the plot. Well, you didn't finish there. Zombie apocalypse happens. Survivors decide that instead of unifying and fighting zombies and ridding the world of them, I guess they fight each other? Is that... I don't know. I don't know how you were gonna finish that. But clearly, you don't have a full grasp of the plot because it cuts off after they. I had a roommate in college that literally said one point, "I watch too much of The Walking Dead. When I walk into a bank, I automatically think of how would I defend this from a zombie apocalypse." Ridiculous. Can't take it back now, Schward. The bets are already locked in and we lost. I know. But I wasn't 100%. I didn't consider it a locked. It wasn't a locked thing. It wasn't a given. I could have seen Honey Badger answering the way he did. Hooga chaka. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. I think I got that reference. When I looked at it, Jonas, I was like, what the crap is it? Who got Chaka? But you actually, I think you nailed it. If that is the reference that you were making, then I actually got that, in which case, kudos to you, because more than likely, I don't know that. I admit I am somewhat offended that you all thought I watched and would enjoy that garbage. Okay, to be fair, Honey Badger, and I did mention this, you are watching Rings of Power. You know it is absolute tripe. You know it is seepage of the anal persuasion. And yet, you watch it. So, to say that you're offended that we thought you might enjoy it, that is somewhat understandable. To think that we would think that you would actually watch it, I think if you're willing to watch Rings of Power for whatever reason, then there is nothing that you are there's nothing beneath you. Okay, we're just gonna do this, huh? This isn't the big bad. This is just a... Oh no! Oh, she said this kitty has claws. Is she gonna... Ouch! Alright, let's use our tentacles. Tentacles. I have tentacles to use for you. Oh, I think it's good because it goes all the way through. Maybe? Oh no! I think it's given multiple hits. Oh no! You did! Oh, I fell. Can I get some energy? Can I get something? Oh gosh, I'm falling. Falling. Baby, falling in love with you. Alright, well, there's nothing for me up here. It's time for me to take the plunge and get away from my tentacle monster. Go back to this. Let's see. Something's wrong with you, with your chat, Sword. I finished my understanding of the show's plot. Did you really? Oh no, Rings of Badger. Right, exactly. Okay, so yeah, that sucks. So... Oh crap, nope. Oh no. Chat went away. Where's chat? Hang on. Quiet, you. Alright. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I don't know, Honey Badger. I just refreshed it, and ridding the world of them, and it ends at they. Are you sure you didn't just finish the thought and forget to type it out? If Rings of Power was its own show and not set in Middle-earth, I would never watch it. It'd be the Wheel of Time for me. Don't care. But because it's technically Lord of the Rings, I watch it. Doesn't mean I like it. So what is this Metroidvania game? A new release or classic? Honestly, not included. Jonas, this came out about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. I can't remember the name of the studio. It is, it's a little less of the Metroid, more Castlevania. It's not as like explorative. It's a little more linear in kind of its setup. But yeah, it's about a year and a half old, so it's a new creation, and yeah, just by people that kind of loved these kind of games. You can, I think, it's probably available on most platforms as a digital download. But I got I did this one through, there's a foreign company, I think it's in France or something. I can't remember what it's called, but they offered it as a physical release, and they even offered like a deluxe version, which I'm glad I didn't get because I do like it, but I'm not like digging the aesthetic necessarily. Oh no, a Sharktacon out of water! Oh, you look so sad and pathetic. Whee! Up we go. Because it is just, it's kind of like, it's very, like I said, it's Samurai Robocop, but, and that's the gist of it. That's the gist of the story, Jonas. It's it's essentially, it's Robocop, but set in even in a greater future, and this is more like a samurai version of it. We're some kind of cyborg. We have a history that we really don't know too much about, and the only difference is that it's kind of like Tekken Man Blade in regards that we were created to help enforce the norm, but the norm involves like killing people and people having no freedom, and so we've kind of become self-aware, and we've decided that it's wrong, and so we are going to fight for the people or die trying, kind of thing. So not really far off the beaten path in terms of these kinds of games, but it's pretty cool. And what I like about it, I mean, the best thing about any platformer is the controls are very responsive. It feels fun to play, and there's a learning curve, but it's not steep, and it's also not unfair. There's going to be a few places where you got to figure stuff out, but it's not quite like Metroid where you're like, okay, now I got to get this power up and go back. It's more like Mega Man where you do get power ups, but you know what? Bam! But I should have just done that to begin with. Son of a gun. I don't know. Well, I guess I did. Oops. But like, you don't have to use the power-ups, which kind of sucks because I don't know, like, you know, if I've like, there was one stage that I was in that seemed very difficult. I don't know if I just was lacking the power-up, the upgrade in order to do it successfully, or if I just suck. And it could very well be the latter. It's in my chat and said it's sent. Can anyone else see it? Nope. Yeah, Honey Badger, I think once this chat thing realized that you were that you watch Rings of Power, I think it because it's got the name Rings of Power, but just because it has the name doesn't mean it is that it's Lord of the Rings. So like, same thing with Star Wars. Just because they slap the Star Wars name, that just means the people that hold the rights to the intellectual property put that name on it. It doesn't mean that it actually has any affiliation with it officially, or that captures the spirit or anything. So it is Lord of the Rings in name only. It is not an actual Lord of the Ring property. In fact, it bastardizes the story. Like, if from everything I can remember, Galadriel is married this entire time. She's got a kid, and we're not seeing that here. So right off the jump, we know it's not Lord of the Rings. Like, it's one thing to say we don't have all the gaps filled in, or we're trying to fill in some gaps. We don't have the rights to everything, so we're creating our own story that runs in parallel with it. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. But to your point, then, it would have probably been a lot of characters that aren't in any of the media that we know of as Lord of the Rings, and therefore people would be like, I don't care. So they're writing a story that doesn't parallel and doesn't fill in the gaps. It actively contradicts what's in Lord of the Rings. So I don't know, but I think once the chat registered that, I think it just started deleting some of your comments, kind of censoring you, because it just figures whatever you're saying is kind of messed up. So, but if you want to copy and paste it, so if it's in your chat, you can just copy that and paste it, and then we can see what the rest of what you're saying. But yeah, I don't see it here, and it sounds like other folks haven't either. Let's see. Can anyone else see it? Nope. It's in my chat. It said it's sent. It ends at they. This game is on Steam. It is on Steam. Okay. That was the end of my argument. Fair enough. Physical release, nice, but also you still have a CD-ROM reader in your PC. Damn. No. Jonas. I have it for Switch. So the company, I can't remember the name of the company. It's not. There's one company that I just won't buy from. I can't remember the name of them, but they did the cancellation thing. I just can't stand behind companies that do cancellation, because I don't think companies should be bringing their own politics or beliefs into it, and so there's a group. It's unfortunate because they do a lot of these kind of things, but I just won't mess with it. But it was another one that I do like, that they actually did an actual Switch release of this game, so it's not a CD-ROM. What do you think you're doing? You're acting like the enemies of the state. So here we go. We're getting the thick of things. But that doesn't sound like his voice, does it? What do you think you're doing? You're acting like the enemies of the state. I'm not sure what this means. It's a war we were created to win. If the terrorists wanted peace, there would be peace. If you are fighting without approval from the Commission, you are against us. Who are the Commission, and why do they have so much power? They exist to lead. The proles exist to work, and you are made to obey. Any deviation from the plan must be corrected. That's it? No more discourse? Then you shall die. Oh no. I should probably dodge that, huh? Oh gosh. What do you think? What do you think? Tentacle? No, probably. Maybe Storm Shot? Let's see. Oh, he's gonna do something I don't like. Yep, I didn't like that. I didn't like that either. He's like, oh, look at me, I'm Mr. Diving Expert now. Yeah, so no, so this is, I am playing this currently on Switch, and that is the platformer. But yeah, I don't have a CD drive on the computer. I do have a CD drive or a DVD burner for, as I've mentioned, I convert. I'm digitizing my DVD library, so I did get a pretty decent external burner for that purpose, but I don't. Which I guess it could probably play CD-ROM stuff, but my understanding is a lot of the, like, we couldn't even play a lot of, like, the newer systems won't even play the older games, even if you did have a way to connect with it. All right, so we know that thing didn't work. Maybe this. Ooh, I think that was doing something. Oh no. Is he still alive? Yeah! Oh! Sliced him in half! We bisected the bastard! Woo! We are the champions, my friend. I'm on fire and fuego. Come on, give me the E, give me the E, give me the E for excellent. Yes! Yes! We're staying consistent. We're getting the E for excellent. That's exactly what it stands for. Of course, Hydro Shuriken. Hydro Shuriken! Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Boomer. How dare you call me a boomer? Boomer based on a misassumption of me having a CD-ROM. I do not have a CD-ROM, therefore not boomer. Who has CD-ROMs in their PCs anymore? See, now you guys are going off on a whole tangent, and it was a misconception. This is Switch. See, Switch controller, Switch controller. I'm playing on Switch, not CD-ROM. Goodness gracious. Another unsanctioned live transmission. Hey, Baldrick. Hey, I released this notification for this transmission earlier today. And honestly, if I could have given you a notification, I would have given you an individual notification to say, hey, by the way, Baldrick, I'm playing today. And just so you all know, this is, I was bested by this particular level. I played it before and I sucked. So I make no promises, but we have some upgrades here. I think we have a better chance. Something produced here. The complex is heavily guarded by Geo Crusher and his platoon. Cool. And we have a lot of stuff we haven't found yet. Wow. Pretty sure most of these should be filled in at this particular point, because I'm sure there's like an Uber level or something, but I think there probably should be one in each level, and I just haven't found them, so I suck. Floppy disk. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see floppy disks come back, but with like crazy storage capacity. Like I would like the actual, like the 4-inch or 4.5-inch, however they were, the actual floppies, like the ones that you could actually bend and whatever. They were kind of cool feeling. Like I would like to get one of those, but have it be like a 16 terabyte floppy, like and have floppy drives come back again with those disks. The problem is the magnetism. Like I was actually doing some research because I like most of my posters and stuff I've hung with magnets, and I was like, oh crap, is this going to be like right now? I actually have. So like I use steelbooks, and there's these cool things you can get from Etsy, where you can actually store multiple games in there, and so it's like it's an insert. So instead of storing one game, it stores 10, and I just have magnets on the wall, and so they're steelbooks that are actually decorations. They hang on the wall, but they're also game holders. But I was like, oh crap, is it going to be wiping out the games? Because I'm still thinking as a boomer, magnetic strips, digital stuff, not really good. And it's like, no, because it was back when you used magnetic tape that you could actually screw stuff up. And yeah, if you degauss a hard drive, you can like a typical hard drive, yeah, you could probably screw it up. But a magnet these days is not going to screw that up. But a magnet would definitely screw up a floppy. So maybe not the best idea. But and just to add on, Baldric, for the foreseeable future, until I get a job, I keep saying that, but I will get a job. Until I get a job, Thursday will be Happy Friday Eve. It will consist of at least one live stream, if not two, different games depending on what's going on, what we end up playing. Like if I'm not going to beat this one tonight, I don't think. Like if I beat this guy. When I beat this guy, we'll put it that way. That'll probably conclude tonight. I might go back and play some Modern Warfare again, though. That was pretty fun. Let's see. Oh, hang on a second. My last rig had both. Now it only has DVD-ROM. Well, DVD is CD though, right, Baldur? You can play CDs on a DVD-ROM, right? So technically it is still a CD-ROM, but still, I mean, that's impressive. Like, yeah, I don't know if I could have, I mean, I guess technically I could have gotten one I had a friend build mine. I didn't have him, I paid him to do it he had a business. He had a business and I paid him anyway, doesn't have a DVD drive. I don't know if I could have put one in there, so that is impressive. But like I said, I had to buy an external, so it's a little bit more of a pain in the butt when I have to use it. Honey Badger, exactly. But even though it's Lord of the Rings in name only, I still watch it to criticize it. If it was set in the world of Barfania and had nothing to do with Tolkien Estate, it wouldn't even cross my radar. Hey, there you go. Now you finished your thought. Okay, all your base belong to. Oh, hang on. I know what that's from. Whoa, gosh. What game is that from? All your base belong to us. It's like a Nintendo game or something, right? Like just the really bad translation. Oh, Jonas, that's a great reference. I'm just missing. I think if I'm thinking what you're talking about, you just made a great reference, but I don't remember what it's from. But I think I don't think I've played it, but I'm familiar with it. All your base belong to us. Yeah. He moves like Bison from Street Fighter. Oh, you're talking about how old this game has some sweet designs. It's brand new. It's not brand new. It's about a year and a half, Baldric. It's only been out for about a year and a half. There's another game. I mentioned it on the last stream. It's going to be the next one I want to play. It is not in this one. I'll find it. I'll find it before the end. But it is like a Mega Man homage to Mega Man. It's called like Gravity Boost or whatever. And it's another one. They have companies that are releasing these old school looking but brand new side scrolls. Like, I mean, yeah. So yeah, this is in the past year, I think this came out. And the only reason I know about it, there's a channel called Matt McMuscles /Flophouse Plays, both of his channels, and I think it was Matt McMuscles, and he did like a best underrated games of like 2023 or something, and this and the other one were on it, and I was like, damn, these look really awesome. Like, if it's side-scrolling, 16-bit side-scrolling, especially, I'm 100% on that. So yeah, it's a new game, and it's available. Like Jonas found it on Steam, and you can find a physical. You can get it on a physical medium if you go to. I think they have it for. I know they have it for PS5. I think they might even have it for Xbox, and they have it for Switch, which is what I'm playing it on. I gotta remember what the name of that shop is called. It's in Europe. Like, I had to pay in euros, but it's a good company. And they offer a lot of different games and collector versions of them. Like the collector edition of this, I think actually comes with an LP, or maybe that's the Gravity. Either one of these came with an LP. One of them came with like an art book. One of them came. Anyway, it's really cool. If you want to really spend a lot of money, you can, but otherwise it's just retail as a normal, like $45 or whatever. As long as you've got a system that came out, or like you mentioned, you got a computer, I'm sure that it'd be able to run this no problem. Oh, it's this guy. Have you played, or do you have Castlevania Sword? I do have. So I've got the original Castlevania. I don't know if I've got 2 and 3. I have played them. I have not beat them. So same thing with Ninja Gaiden. I have Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3. I have not beat it yet. So those might be things that I look. Okay, I did this before. Oh, I use my dashy dash thing. No. But I think that, if I'm not mistaken, this actually just makes things harder. Like, I don't think I really want to get this. Come on, man. Why? I'll get you next time, man. Oh, screw it. I'm out of juice. But yeah, I think this actually makes it harder. It's like enemies hit twice as hard and you have half the armor or some nonsense like that. I keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. That is the definition of insanity. But I don't remember for sure. So, but I think that's what it is. So I don't think I'm going to want this. But that doesn't mean I don't want to get it, because it's showing my prowess. I remember it being a lot easier to get before. I don't remember having this much of a hard time with it. It does actually. Do you ever play Katana Zero? Did I ever play Katana Zero? I have not played Katana Zero. Essentially what Schwartz is saying is bring back the 80s and 90s. 100%, Honey Badger. 100%. Yes, indeed. I think the world would be a better place on all fronts if we just went back to the 80s and 90s. Those were good times. And I'm not saying that because that's when I grew up. I genuinely think it was just I mean, for crying out loud, in the 80s your gangsters wore freaking top hats and vests and whatever. I mean, I'm not talking like hardcore gangsters, but they wore, you know, it's like they did the, I mean, because Michael Jackson, you know, with the Thriller and all that kind of stuff, you kind of had the 1950s throwbacks. You know, you had your heroes. There we go. Would you just, yeah, see, glass cannon here. And the thing is, it doesn't make us more powerful, I don't think. You die if you take a single hit. For extreme players only. Equip it now. No, because that's not a definition of a glass cannon. A glass cannon is a cannon made of glass. It means you're freaking awesome, but you die when you get touched. I'm okay with the if you want to give me both. If you want to make me super freaking powerful where I can OTK, or what? That's not a thing in this game. You know, that I can kill. I'm One Punch Man, essentially. That's great, but if all you're going to do is make me more vulnerable, then what the crap? That's not a glass cannon, it's just glass. Oh no. Oh no. Let's try tentacles. Yeah. How do you like tentacles? How do you like tentacles? Oh piss. Oh piss. Oh piss. Stop shooting things at me! You vile, detestable creature. Oh, let's see. But yeah, I thought about Honey Badger. That's one of the... Castlevania is one of the games that I've thought about going back to. Unfortunately, I don't know that I'll do like 64. I've got some games on 64, but I'm not... Like, I want to beat Star Fox 64. I want to play the heck out of that. I haven't really played that much since I got it again. But that... a GoldenEye maybe. Maybe Mario 64. I've already done Diddy Kong Racing on... I push buttons, but... There's some 64 games, but I wouldn't do Castlevania on there, I don't think. But yeah, the Castlevania 4... Now, I'd have to have a playthrough guide, because there's... Especially on the second one, there's a lot of janky stuff in there. And then Ninja Gaiden, I'd like to say I beat that. That's one of those ones from childhood. Then again, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is another one from childhood that I'd really like to be able to beat, but every time I try, that thing just wrecks me. Only Mike Tyson. I get to Mike Tyson, and I just get wrecked. Super Macho Man gives me a little problem. He doesn't give me a problem in the Super Nintendo version, in Super Punch-Out, but in regular Punch-Out, Macho Man gives me some problems. And then, of course, like I said, Mike Tyson is probably one of the hardest end bosses. It's just... Yeah, it's just... But... I think I probably would have better luck beating Ninja Gaiden than trying to beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We'll see. But Jonas, Katana Zero, what system is that for, and what kind of game is it? Is my question. I shouldn't have got that extra life. I really should just be conceding right now, because I don't want to get all. I don't want to make. Well, I mean, this is practice. It's practice. Ah! Stop shooting your guns. Come on, stop trying to hit me and stop trying to hit me. See what I did there? What is going on? I used to jump on you all the time. And now you don't let me jump on me. There were zip disks. They had something like 250 megabytes. Those were great, expensive though. Yeah. They were like pregnant, or like really thick. It was like, so you had the floppies, and then you had the smaller floppies that weren't floppy anymore. They were hard plastic, and I think a zip disk was almost like 3 of those. I actually did at one point had a zip disk player or zip disk thing, and yeah, it was a big step up, but it wasn't. It was kind of like that weird, awkward transition phase where it wasn't like the new thing. Like when CDs came out and you could actually write to a CD, that was the next big. After discs, the CD was the next big like revolution. That was the next thing that people really latched onto. And then they did like mini discs that were like, they were pretty much like GameCube sized discs, but they were in a plastic. I mean, they were essentially floppy disk meet disc or whatever, and they didn't quite make it. All of this before your time. Yeah, Honey Badger, you missed out on some good stuff, man. Missed out on some good times. I still have Prince of Persia on an old 5 1/4. No kidding. So yeah, that was the big one. No kidding. Old black and white Prince of Persia. None of that dandy color. Yeah, no, but that was when they rotoscoped it, right? Where it was like, again, very basic graphics, but like all the movements were very fluid because he actually used the game maker actually had like his brother do the moves, and he recorded it, and then when he animated, he actually went through and did he rotoscoped. He was like one of the first people to kind of rotoscope something, especially on a computer. So the animation was like really crazy good. But how do you play it, Baldrick? Do you still have a computer that will play 5 1/4 floppies? What's the name of the channel you watched the best underrated games in 20? Bromington, it was called Matt McMuscles, MattMuscles. He's like his icon or his logo or his avatar is like a blue skeleton guy, blue, and then like he's got pink or purple kind of accents or whatever. He's a fun guy. He does a lot of fight game stuff. And, we're doing this. Let's get dangerous. You can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. Okay. Yeah, you so dead. You're the deadest thing in the world. I don't even know what you are anymore because you're so dead. Oh, I don't remember this part. No. Oh, the penalty for failure is This is ridiculous. I don't remember this at all. Oh, you are worse than Ninja Guy. You are sick. Oh, that is disgusting. That's precision wall jumping right there. You can't ask me to do that. On my last life, too. What a horrible fate. What a horrible night to have a curse. I think you have to bounce once against the left wall. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm already getting behind on chat. I'm going to catch up before I stop, before I get too carried away, because, let's see. But I'm bad at these games, so don't mind me. But you're right. I think you were right, Baldrick. I think you were right. Reading the book Ready Player One by Ernest Cline always makes me feel like I live in the 80s. Is the movie faithful to the book? It's on a PC, Mac, Xbox One, and Switch. Yep. It tries, but it never really gets there. Like most adaptations, they simplify the story arc to the point where it becomes pointless. That's what I heard as well. I actually started reading the book. I downloaded it because I saw the movie. I was like, before I watched the movie, I wanted to read the book, and I'll admit, like it was, oh, for crying out loud. This is not cool. I'm not happy with this. What am I? Oh, you know what? Maybe this will help. Surely this will. Yes. See, look how it helps. See how much it helps? I knew it was going to help just that much. All right, I take back everything good I said about this game. I should just let you sit in that lazy boy, you piece of garbage. You. Gah. It's all right. No, I can't play that disc anymore. It works, but I don't have the physical drive for it, so it collects dust on my shelf. Old forgotten things. Yeah, those are kind of. It's kind of a low-level tragedy, I think, Baldrick. Like I actually thought about, just for the nostalgia of it. Well, I decided against it for several reasons. One, I don't have nostalgia because I never owned the thing. Like the Game Boy, the original Game Boy that came out in '89, I think it was. I was like, you know what? If I can find one on eBay for like $10, it doesn't even have to work. Because if it did work, then I'd want to get games for it, but I'd never play it anyway. But it's like, I just to have like the visual of it for like, you know, like I said, $10 just, but it was like, but yeah, just to have something that you can't really play or that you don't really want to play, but that does have significance, you know, in the greater scheme of things, to a degree, in a manner of speaking, for anybody who cares about that sort of thing. You know, it would be cool, but and after having just moved, like I'm really trying to cut back on. I mean, granted, a 5 1/4 floppy is not going to be the end of the world to try to move with, but like that's how you get into those places where you go to move and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got 3,000 things, and I know I'm not going to use most of them or even look at them, but I don't want to get rid of them because they're cool. Like I wouldn't want to throw away. If I had a 5 1/4 floppy, I'd probably keep it around, and I'd keep it in my I'd keep it in my hope chest. I'd keep it somewhere that, you know, just as a thing that I would look at every once in a while, but it's like I really don't need it. I probably wouldn't even miss it except for randomly. I'd be like, oh, whatever happened to that 5 1/4 floppy I had? But it's hard to bring yourself to get rid of something like that. See, how can somebody who is so badass, who is so awesome at this game, keep dying in a stupid place with stupid jumps? You know, the game is pissed off that I beat it so quickly. Oh, I already got it. Jeez Louise, man. Okay. Oh, no. Eat denticles. Ooh, denticles. 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 Okay, I gotta tell you. All right, never mind. I don't have to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. The visuals in that particular thing as I saw them. All right, so I really just have to, you just have to get good, I guess. Just maximize your jump. Aha, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And I survived long enough to just die to... Why is this factory so rife with exposed wiring? This is unsafe. I've said it before. It doesn't matter. Don't start me here, game. You crotchety old bit of nonsense. Oh, you know what? Nope. I thought maybe I'd use... Alright, alright. Getting better. Don't start with me. I just got done. Got it. Leave me alone. I want to kill you unmolested. No, you again. You jackhole. Tentacle. Tentacle. No! Tentacle. No! Tentacle. No! Ah, this game. Look up Katana Zero if you're not familiar. Platformer from 2019 with great pixel art style, jamming music, and cool neon noir art direction. Okay! Actually, hang on a second. Let me see. Is that? Can I get that on Switch? Switch is kind of what I get everything on. And so that might be why I haven't heard of it. Katana Zero. Oh, cool. On Steam. Okay, I can play on Steam too, I guess. Let's see. It is on Nintendo Switch. Nice! And now here's the question. Physical copy? Play Asia. Was that what I was thinking of? No, that's not what I was thinking of. Limited run. That's the, I don't want to mess with limited run if I can help it. Oh, they canceled it probably because they wanted to get the main game and the DLC in one edition. Nah, it looks I can get it for Switch, but it does. Oh, wait. Okay, they're offering it on Etsy. Custom Nintendo Switch box art with physical game case, no game included. Okay, so that's kind of dumb. We're going to give you a Switch. We're going to make a Switch. We're going to make a Switch cover for it, but we're not going to give you the game. Strictly limited. All right. Well, I can get it. I can get it on Steam, or I can download it on for $15. That's not bad. That's a good price. So yeah, that might be the next. Maybe that'll be the next one. Have you beaten it? Have you played it? / beaten it? Oh, I don't want to do tentacle. I want to do teleport or photon dash, whatever it's called. Oh, the tentacle's still there. No! Oh, we're doing this again. Die. I'm gonna take out all my aggression on you. You and your kind. You're ruining everything. Your shoddy electrical wiring and your little crappy base. Go away, or I shall taunt you for a second time. Okay, let's see. Wouldn't the tentacles power thingy help you to kill the enemies faster, though? Wait, like clearing those blocks and spawn. Yeah, but Brovington, you see, so on the far left side, you see I've got my health bar is the yellow, and then the thinner line behind it next to it is the blue. That's my magic, or MP they call it. That's what powers the tentacle, and I do have a device equipped that will gradually restore it, but I don't want to get to the big bad guy that we're trying to fight here and be out of juice, as I call it. So yeah, it would make things easier here, but then if I got here and it was low, then I'd have to reshoot. I'd have to try to fight it the normal way. Oh gosh darn it! Where's my tentacle? Tentacle, there you go. No! Tentacles! Tentacles. Okay. No! Tentacles. Okay. He's beginning to believe. You're about going to make myself some coffee. Don't finish the game without me. Don't worry, Baldric. Not going to happen. Played through it several times. It actually has a built-in speedrun mode, which skips all the cutscenes to the story. Nice. I need to look up if people who've done. Dang it! I always forget to switch that back. Because speedrunning is fun. I don't love the aesthetic of speedrunning when they do exploit glitches and stuff. It's still brilliant. It's still really smart. It's still, you know, it's all these great things, but it's just not as fun to watch as somebody who just is like aces at the game and just can just clear the game kosher, like, you know, regular, but just ace it. You know, all the jumps, all the enemies, not taking any damage. I'd love to see that kind of thing. So I want to see if that's there. But then again, I don't want to spoil it for myself, so maybe I won't do that just yet. But that is pretty cool. You said you played it through multiple times, so there's pressure. Then I need to be able to perform. Ideally, better than I have. Tentacles. No! Tentacles. There we go. All too easy. That's right. I'm a badass. It didn't take me 75 tries to do that. Oh no! Oh no, we're already here! Baldric, get your coffee quick! Oh, it's a human being! Whoa, guys, this is the first time. Like, if you missed the first one, we've never faced a human being. And granted, it's only got one eye, but like, this is the end of the line for you, Guardian. Turn yourself in or face the consequences. I'm not stopping until I put an end to the Commission's tyranny. Trust me, it was worst before the revolution. It was worse, maybe? Come on, dude. If you're gonna try to be all intimidating, at least use good grammar. Trust me, it was the worst before the revolution. Things may not be at their best right now, but things are not good. And they are made much worse when the people are forbidden to talk about it and beaten to death when they don't comply. Wow. Wow. I'm surprised this game is allowed to be released. This is stepping on some toes here. This is bucking some authoritarian nonsense, what this is doing. Fine words, but words alone don't win revolutions. That's why I'm cutting the crap out of all your friends. What do we want me to suck? You, sir, are vile and contemptible. Alright, so I don't think tentacles are going to work. We're going to try the Hydra Shoryuken. Come on. Okay, that is not... This is requiring me to get too close to this guy. Yeah! Alright, let's do... I don't think this is really ever... Oops. Whoa! Yeah! Ow! You're so violent. Stop it. I gotta go rake the thick piles of grass in my yard. I'll be listening, but won't be too active in the chat. Fair enough. Are we winning? The kindest, gentlest boomer ever created is Baldric. Are we winning, guys? Are we winning? What's going on here? What is that young fella here? The gameplay is really fun. You have your platforming stuff with wall jumps and rolling and stuff, but then there's also timing your attack to use it to deflect bullets and other cool stuff. Nice! Okay, I do like the sound of that. It sounds very much akin to this one. I wish there was a physical release, but I'm not going to let that stop me from trying something. Yeah, I will. Oh, he's not done. Alright, so I don't think that did a whole lot of good. We might just go back to old school. Oops. Oops. He is ambitious, isn't he? You don't like it when you can't hit me, do you? Well, get used to it, pal. I'm your worst nightmare. A guy who's learned your pattern. Oh, piss. Come on. Come on. Come on. Baldric's here so I can beat you now. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! You're unbelievable. Oh no, that wasn't the end? No! Are you kidding me? Oh, man! That means I gotta beat him again if I lose. I got 1 life. 1 life to live. Alright, this might be it. Win or lose. I don't know that I've got the... I feel like I've been on doing this level for 16,000 years. This is ridiculous. Busy. You dead. Die. Please die. No, don't touch me. Vile creature. Didn't want to be touched. Oh, this looks like a lot of not fun. This feels very Robocop-ish. Right here. What was the name of that robot? Eddie? Ed? You're gonna drop down, aren't you? Oh no. No. Die. The soundtrack is insanely good. They even printed a couple limited runs of it. Oh, nice! That's high praise indeed. Yeah, for them to release... Okay. For them to release a video game on vinyl. They did it with Mega Man X, which I was thrilled about. I did get that, because I like... Mega Man X has some freaking awesome soundtracks, but it would be obviously very different from that one. And just in terms of style, but that's, like I said, it says a lot if there's a demand for it. I think that's why they did it for the Gravity, whatever it's called, game, because it was kind of the same thing. Apparently the composers for these games are just doing really good stuff. Like this music is good, but it's kind of understated. It's not, I mean, part of it is just like I'm talking over it, but you know, it's I don't know, actually, maybe if I were to just listen to it as... Oh, no, come back, platform! Where am I going? Oh, okay. Busy. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get along, Razor things. Ah. Oh, you ain't nothing, I got this. Bazink. Oh, so much exposed wiring. Oh no. No. Okay, this is gonna get ugly. Oh wait, no. It's not gonna get ugly. No. Yeah, see, like, this is a level that without this ability would be much more difficult. So there isn't... And I don't remember the order, so I'm screwed if I ever have to do this again. But all right, the music's picking up. Oh no! No! I did the wrong thing. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Nice. Oh, come on! I don't have any health. I got 0. Don't do this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! All right. Well, at least you didn't. And then you don't have a health bar. What am I supposed to do with no health bar? What is going on? Oh, I just hit your chest. Oh, you are so lucky I don't have enough health. I would totally wreck you. That's a heartbreaker. That's a heartbreaker. Synthwave is the best kind of music. Yeah. I wouldn't disagree with that. It's good music for sure. You know, on depending on my day. That I'm a very fickle person when it comes to like I enjoy it pretty much. Well, not all kinds of music, but most kinds of music, and it just happens to be whatever day of the week it is. Sometimes things grab me or make me, you know, make me feel things. But I like the kind of music in general. I mean, look, we've got the ugly crap on us too. So I mean, obviously, you know, we're all cut from the same cloth here. There's a channel on YouTube called Electronic Games where they release new tracks almost daily. Oh, no kidding. Is it royalty free? This music is nice and atmospheric and really, really good, but it's not outstanding. Yes, that exactly, Jonas. That's how I think of it. it's good for what it is. Like I said, atmospheric, but it is not. It's not necessarily something that I would want to like just mellow out to, or I would put in and be like, oh, let me just listen to this music. But yeah. So just because of the duration there, and I did. So yeah, I'm gonna save this for Thursdays. So next Thursday, 4:00, I'll be back doing this game. I am trying to do a little more streaming in general. So, you know, if you keep your eyes peeled or whatever, like, and obviously I want to do it when people are around, ideally, but sometimes during the day I'll start, mess around with Modern Warfare or something, and maybe look at other platformers. But I will tell you, if I will queue up the game, the Ninja, what was it called again? Katana Zero. I'll get that one. Wait. Oh, it is. There is. The limited runs did do. So maybe on eBay then. Katana Zero. It's eBay. Oh, it's funny. When you type in Katana Zero on eBay, the first thing that comes up is vinyl. Okay, there's the no game included. Slave Zero. Mutant Year Zero. Okay, so I guess there really was no... Because if it was on eBay, the first thing would be sealed copy for $5,000 bazillion. But yeah, so there is no physical copy to be had for this, which is fine. I don't have to have that. I like to have the physical copy, but they didn't release it. They didn't release it, so I'll just get it downloaded on the Switch. And then when we finish this one, so that'll fill the time slot. So I like I said, I'll keep I'm keeping Tessel. Fridays is still Legends no matter what. So I'll make sure that this Thursday, the Happy Friday evening, it'll be finishing up this game, which I don't know how close we are. You know what? I just want to see something here. What our percentage is. Because if it's at 85%, I think we're just about there, obviously. Let's see. 47. Okay, so no, we may... Now, granted, that's probably like Donkey Kong, where it's saying that's how much stuff you found. That's not your progress of the game. Because I remember Donkey Kong Country, I was in reality, I was almost finished with the game. I was 3/4 of the way through with the game. And it said, you're 25%. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've still got so much game left. I was like, no, that's how much of the secrets you found. So I don't think it's 47% of our progress, but I will say 4 hours time, and we're this far into the game. We did 2 hours last week, 2 hours this week. So if we are, in fact, further than halfway done with 4 hours under our belt, considering how bad I am at this, I would say we got a little shortchanged. But if it's actually 40, if we're less than halfway done with it right now, we're just starting to get cooking here. It's just now going, okay, you got the fundamentals down. Now we're gonna turn up the difficulty. So we may be in for a heck of a ride, or we could be almost at the end of it. But I just don't right now. I don't have it in me to go through that entire level again with all that stuff. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be that hard, but it's just it's a long level. At least it felt that way. So we'll tackle that again next week, and then after that, try Katana Zero. And then maybe after that, Gravity, whatever it's called. But anywho, yeah, that should do it. Let's see. The music. Okay. Yep. So, okay, cool. All right. So anyway, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I know this is not what we're accustomed to. It's not even close. It's not even like another card game, but I really appreciate you all coming on. And like I said, Baldrick, not that you'll necessarily remember that you need to, but same time next week, I'll try to get the thumbnail out earlier, and I think that sends out a notification or something. But if I can help it, if I can make it work, as long as there's not something that happens where I can't do it. Thursdays at 4:00 this time. So 1 hour, pretty much when Live at 5 used to start, I'll be doing games like this. And then throughout the week at random points, I'll be playing some other stuff, because I really want to I want to grab the teats of time and milk them, because I feel like the hour is swiftly coming when I'm not going to have all the time in the world. I've got to get back to reality now that I've kind of settled into where I'm at now. And it's just not feasible to keep going without without working like everybody else. So I just want to make sure I maximize my time. But yeah, Honey Badger, good night. Yep, see you tomorrow, Brovington. In fact, yeah, that's the thing. It's Happy Friday Eve. This is celebrating the upcoming Friday slash Ward 4. So I will see you all there.